Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. First things first, what exactly is P0430? The official description is Catalyst System Efficiency Below Threshold Bank 2. That sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Your car's engine has two banks of cylinders, Bank 1 and Bank 2. P0430 specifically points to a problem with the catalytic converter on Bank 2. Your engine's computer, the ECM, constantly monitors how well your catalytic converters are working. It does this by comparing the readings from two oxygen sensors, one before the converter, known as the upstream sensor, and one after, the downstream sensor. The upstream sensor's reading should fluctuate rapidly, showing the changing air-fuel mixture. The downstream sensor, on the other hand, should have a much more stable, steady reading. This indicates that the catalytic converter is doing its job, converting harmful exhaust gases into less harmful ones, like water vapor and carbon dioxide. When the ECM sees that the downstream O2 sensor's signal starts to mimic the upstream one, fluctuating just as much, it throws the P0430 code. This means the converter on Bank 2 isn't working efficiently anymore. So, you've got the code. What are the symptoms you might notice while driving? One of the most common effects is a noticeable loss of power. Your car might feel sluggish, especially when you're trying to accelerate. You'll also likely see a drop in your fuel economy if you're suddenly making more trips to the gas station. This code could be the reason why. Another classic sign, though not always present, is a distinct sulfur or rotten egg smell coming from your exhaust. This is a dead giveaway that the converter isn't properly processing the exhaust gases. And, of course, the most obvious symptom is that persistent check engine light on your dashboard. Now, let's talk about the location of these components. Finding Bank 2 is your first step. On most V6 or V8 engines, Bank 1 is the side that contains cylinder number 1. Bank 2 is the opposite side. If you're not sure, a quick search for your specific make and Model S, firing order or cylinder layout will tell you exactly which side is which. Once you've identified Bank 2, you'll find the catalytic converter as part of the exhaust system. The downstream oxygen sensor, which is often the key to diagnosing this issue, is located just after the catalytic converter on that same bank. So, how do we fix it? It's tempting to just replace the catalytic converter, but that can be an expensive guess. The most common culprit is indeed a failed catalytic converter. Over time, they can get clogged, contaminated, or simply wear out. However, there are other potential causes you should investigate first. A faulty downstream oxygen sensor can send incorrect readings to the computer, making it think the converter has failed when it's actually fine. This is a much cheaper part to replace, so it's a good idea to test it. You should also thoroughly check for exhaust leaks. Any leak between the upstream and downstream O2 sensors can allow extra oxygen into the exhaust system. This will throw off the sensor readings and can trigger a P0430 code. Look for cracks in the exhaust manifold, pipes, or bad gaskets. Sometimes, the fix can be as simple as tightening a bolt or replacing a gasket. Other less common causes could include engine misfires or issues with the fuel system that are sending unburnt fuel into the exhaust, which can damage the converter over time. So, make sure you don't have any other codes present. In summary, when you see P0430, start by diagnosing. Use a scan tool to look at the live data from your rotor sensors. If the downstream sensor for Bank 2 is mirroring the upstream sensor, you know there's a problem. From there, inspect for exhaust leaks. If there are no leaks, consider testing or replacing the downstream O2 sensor. If all else fails, it's likely time to replace the catalytic converter on Bank 2. That's our breakdown of the P0430 trouble code. I hope this guide helps you tackle the issue with confidence and save some money in the process. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more car repair guides. Drop any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.